For most of her life, Sophia was known as the nice one. She said yes to everyone, smiled when she didn't feel like it, took the path others laid out for her. She was reliable, polite, and easy to be around. But inside, she was exhausted and slowly disappearing. Sophia wasn't living her life. She was surviving in someone else's version of it. It started when she was just a kid. Her parents were immigrants who believed in stability over passion. They wanted her to be safe. So when she said she loved art, they said, "That's a hobby, not a future." She tucked her dream away and learned to be the daughter they wanted. Quiet, obedient, practical. In school, she followed the rules, picked safe classes, said sorry even when it wasn't her fault. She learned that pleasing others got her approval, and approval felt like love. By the time she turned 25, she had a steady job in accounting, a boyfriend her parents liked, and a life that looked right. But it didn't feel right. Sophia stopped painting. She stopped questioning. She just kept going. Her days blurred into each other. Wake up, work, cook, sleep, repeat. She smiled through family dinners, laughed at jokes that stung, and stayed in a relationship that made her feel small. And slowly she faded. Then one night, she broke. It wasn't dramatic, just a quiet night, alone, in her small apartment. She looked in the mirror and saw someone she didn't recognize. She hadn't painted in over a decade. She hadn't said no in even longer. She sat on the floor and cried, not because something happened, but because nothing ever did. That night, something inside her whispered, "What if you stopped living for them?" The next day, she called in sick, and for the first time in years, she wasn't lying. She went to the art supply store, bought a sketchbook and some paint, and went home. She painted until her hand hurt. It didn't matter if it was good. It just mattered that it was hers. From then on, Sophia started choosing herself. Quietly at first. She turned down projects she didn't want, set boundaries, spoke up when she used to stay quiet. She ended a relationship that was safe but empty, and people didn't like it. Her parents called her ungrateful. Her friends thought she was changing. She was. She had to. There were lonely nights, doubts, guilt, but there was also peace, silence that wasn't heavy, freedom she didn't have to explain. She rented a tiny studio space, sold her first painting online, found friends who talked about ideas, not gossip. For the first time, Sophia was building a life that made sense to her. She wasn't chasing approval anymore. She wasn't trying to be nice. She was honest, present, real. Her family came around, slowly. Her parents didn't understand, but they saw she was happier. And Sophia, she had never felt more alive. She had less stuff, fewer friends, but everything she kept was real. Sophia spent 30 years living for others. It took one breakdown and one brave choice to finally start living for herself. Your life is yours. You don't owe anyone your peace. Just like Sophia, the moment you start choosing yourself, that's when your real life begins. So if you're stuck in a life that doesn't feel like yours, let this be your reminder. It's never too late to start over. Not for them, but for you. Choosing yourself might feel uncomfortable at first, but peace, purpose, and real joy are on the other side of that choice. And if this story spoke to you, if you felt seen or inspired, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. We've got more coming that you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching. And remember, your life is yours. Live it your way.